Father's Day, fathers. May it be a happy day. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember when you first became introduced to God? Way off in the sky, remote, approachable, but also God had some interesting qualities. If you pleased Him, hey, you were in good. You didn't please Him, not so good. And then, along with that, part of our education was we were brought to realize we were worms of the dust. As a matter of fact, we were born in sin. Hell of a start, huh? Trying to live with that interesting life, truly. I sincerely marvel with people who are able to somehow or another carry that ball along with them. Big weight. Then eventually, if you're starting to grow unhappy with it, and along with that, get a little curious about other possibilities, something begins to get your attention, to pay attention, to see that whether you believed in God or you don't believe in God, you still are here. Then comes another real crack in that spell. And out of it comes a statement that says, actually, you're the center of the universe. Whoa, I'm the center of the universe? Wait, that seems a little too much. The center of the universe? But then you start paying attention to what goes on in you, and you start getting a feel for, well, you know what? Everything is subject to me. It's subject to my perception, to my belief, to my attitudes. And then you start toying with it. What can I do here? And you start toying with your power. But what happens is, you're still, unbeknownst to you, quite unconscious, and you're operating with powers from an unconscious basis. And you start feeling yourself as a center of attention. Pretty cool, right? I am the center of attention. You start paying attention to what you are experiencing, and you see that somehow or another your focus is on what others or what the world is doing to you, or should be doing to you. And you start feeling that tightening, imprisoning effect of, I feel imprisoned here. I feel locked down. I feel like a victim. If only I could get others to do what I wanted them to do, then I would be happy. We worry, we get angry, we resist people and events in our lives. We focus on blaming life or pushing it away, and we experience pain and struggle. Eventually, in our awakening, as possibilities of being the center of our universe, we think in terms, or we start considering, well, instead of being the center of attention, what if I start using my power? What if I start using my power to align myself with things that make me genuinely feel good, instead of looking for others to make me feel good? What if I start being a center of influence? And I choose to experiment with what it is that I can do and the influences that I actually put out there and the results that I get back. We begin to move from being a victim and seeing life as affecting you. We start considering the possibility of how we are affecting life. We start looking and seeing that really life is just a mirror that mirrors back to us our projections we put upon it. We begin to experience what it is that we do insofar as seeing everything being a result of our actions instead of us subject to the actions of life. When you see yourself sick, when you see yourself poor, when you see yourself lonely, that becomes your vision for yourself. The universe then returns to you in physical circumstances, those things that match your beliefs about yourself. But you see, when you start experimenting with being a center of influence, you begin to start realizing you can turn that around. Because really, life offers you opportunity. Life always is for you. But if you're still locked into that old paradigm of God is a vengeful God and is demanding of you to do what God wants you to do, you're always looking outside yourself instead of realizing it's all within you. So, my question to you at this point is, what are you offering to life? Instead of bitching and moaning and groaning because of what life's giving to you, what are you offering up that's causing all of that result to manifest as your dissatisfaction? See, we're talking about a ripple effect here. What you give out ripples out and brings back to you to reveal to you what you dropped there. So, while this is a very brief description, at this point I'm going to consider bringing this to your attention, the possibility of choice. Shocking as it may seem, we are always exercising our choice. So, choose what you want in life, and then use your powers to see it as an actuality. Choose what you want, and then see it as clearly as you can in your inner awareness. See it as actual. Call it forth, and then this is where a lot of people need to open up. And that is, you let it go. You call it forth and you let it go. That's like somebody gifting you with $100 and you know you've got a debt that is $100 and you're saying, no. I just got this $100. If I don't, I've got to hang on to this. Failing to realize that the universe is the source of all supply. If you hang on to it, then you're not going to pay that bill. If you don't pay that bill, then if you did it by credit, you're going to start paying credit on that. And they're going to make more money off of you, knowing that there's a possibility you would be that foolish to try to hang on to that $100. Let it go. Turn it over to a higher power. You see, this in no wise means that we are not covered by a higher power's involvement in our lives. It is very much so. But it's like learning how to work with it instead of working it against ourselves. When we do our part, and that is we choose what we want, and we see it as an actuality, then it is for us to call it forth and let it go, turn it over to a higher power, and then get out of the way. That's like the first-time farmer wants to grow a magnificent crop, has read all the books on how to do it, is really well informed, got all the right soils, the materials, got pure water, plants a seed, and then every day is digging it up to see if it's starting to grow. Perhaps you've never done that with a seed, but then again, perhaps you've been doing it for a long time and didn't realize it. Let your life unfold. It is your life, but let it unfold. You don't make it happen. You allow it to happen. Consider, you're growing in your capacity as a center of influence. That you actually move to that place of realizing, I do my part, but then I don't make it happen. I let it happen. That's moving with a greater sense of confidence in yourself and in the higher power that's working with you, instead of moving with doubt in yourself and doubt that a higher power is going to bless you. We start realizing that the energies of our intention, through both thought and action, ripple out through time and space and affect our environment. And our environment merely mirrors back to us what we are doing. So having put this all together, now look and see. You're the pebble. Life is the pond. And it is always rippling back to you. Your current awareness of you. Thank you.
For more information about the Metaphysical Church of Enlightenment or the Rodin Foundation, please go to our website at www.rodin.org. If you have been inspired by the revelations shared in these podcasts, please donate to the Rodin Foundation's ongoing efforts to help others help themselves at www.rodin.org/donate.